Hello students, welcome back to the second session of your second poem, Abraham Lincoln's letter to his son's teacher. In your previous session, we have discussed about the starting 30 lines of the poem. We shall now continue with the remaining 30 lines of the poem. After completion of the entire poem, once will revise the summary of the poem of what we have learned yesterday and what we'll be learning today. Try to give my son the strength not to follow the crowd when everyone is getting on the bandwagon. So bandwagon here refers to it may be a group or a movement which has become successful and so many people may get attracted to it. So here the writer or the author says to his son's teacher to try to give to his son the strength not to follow the crowd. He doesn't want his son to follow what others are doing. He wants his son to have his own identity. The father wants his son to have faith in his own ideas and thoughts and not to blindly follow what majority of the people indulge in. He wants his son to have his own identity and not become one among the masses. Teach him to listen to all men, but teach him also to filter all he hears on a screen of truth. Abraham Lincoln wants his son to listen to all men. However, he wants him to have the ability to filter all that he hears and identify them as true or false. And he wants him to take only what is good. He wants him the ability to hear everyone and then to filter what is right and wrong and then to accept only the truth and take only the good that comes through. Teach him if you can how to laugh when he is sad. It is generally not possible for people to laugh and depict joy when they are sad or depressed. But Abraham Lincoln wants his son to smile even when he is sad. Because Abraham Lincoln feels that when one laughs, half of the sorrow vanishes. The value that the writer wishes to highlight here is to share one's joy and hide one's sorrow. ಕುರಿಯಂತೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಮಾಡುವುದನ್ನೇ ನನ್ನ ಮಗನು ಅನುಕರಿಸುವುದು ಬೇಡ. ಗುಂಪಿನಲ್ಲಿದ್ದರೂ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರವಾಗಿ ಯೋಚಿಸುವುದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಿ. ಆ ಶಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಅವನಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಿ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ ಮಾತನ್ನು ತಾಳ್ಮೆಯಿಂದ ಕೇಳುವುದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಿ. ಆದರೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಸೋಸಿ ಬಸಿದು ಸತ್ಯವನ್ನು ಮತ್ತು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ಗ್ರಹಿಸುವುದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಿ ಎಂದು ಅಬ್ರಹಾಂ ಲಿಂಕನ್ನರು ಅವರ ಗುರುವಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಹೇಳುತ್ತಾರೆ, ಸಾಧ್ಯವಾದರೆ ದುಃಖದಲ್ಲಿರುವಾಗ ನಗುವುದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಕಲಿಸಿಕೊಡಿ. ಸೋತಾಗ ಸಿಗುವ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಅವಕಾಶ, ಸೋಲಿನಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಪಾಠ, ಅಭ್ಯುದಯದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಿ. Teach him there is no shame in tears. Teach him to scoff at cynics and to be aware of too much sweetness. Abraham Lincoln wants his son to learn that laughter and tears are a part and parcel of our life. There is no shame in accepting tears. He wants him to scoff at cynics. Means cynics are those people who believe that people are only interested in themselves or are not sincere. They only keep on criticizing others. So he just says to ignore of those criticisms of people who keep on criticizing others. And he also tells him to be aware of too much of sweetness. Too much of sweetness means there are so many people who only flatter. Means who say good things about others though they actually have a different feeling. So Abraham Lincoln wants his son to have that idea about who flatter and who are true. He tells his son's teacher, teach him to sell his brawn and brain to the highest bidder and never to put a tag on his soul. Brawn means strength. So he says he wants his son to use his strength and intelligence in the place which has the highest profit, but at the same time never sell his soul to anybody. And that's the reason he says never to put a price tag on his soul. He says that he wants his son to utilize his strength and his intelligence. That is called as brawn and brain. Brawn and brain means muscular strength and intelligence, to the place which has the maximum profit out of it, but at the same time never have a price tag on his soul, means never to sell himself for any unethical things. He says, teach him to close his ears to a howling mob and to stand and fight if he thinks he is right. Abraham Lincoln doesn't want his son to listen to a howling mob. Howling means to cry. Mob means a crowd. He doesn't want his son to get attracted towards mass hysteria. He wants his son to follow only reason and common sense. He wants his son to close his ears to unreasonable mass excitement. But he wants his son to stand for truth, to stand and fight for what he thinks he is right. He does not want his son to sell himself for people with non-ethical ideas. He wants his son to fight for truth and to fight for what is right. ಕಣ್ಣೀರು ಹಾಕುವುದು ಅವಮಾನವಲ್ಲ ಎಂಬುದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಿ. ಸೈನಿಕರನ್ನು ಅಲಕ್ಷಿಸುವುದನ್ನು ಕಡೆಗಣಿಸುವುದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಿ. ಅಳುವುದು ಅವಮಾನವಲ್ಲ ಎಂಬುದು ಅವನಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲಿ. ದುಃಖದಲ್ಲಿ ನಗುವ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಸಿಗಲಿ. ಅತಿಯಾದ ಸಿಹಿ ಹಾಗೂ ಸೈನಿಕರ ಸಂಘ ಎರಡೂ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದಲ್ಲ ಎಂಬ ಅರಿವು ಅವನಿಗೆ ಇರಲಿ. ಅಬ್ರಹಾಂ ಲಿಂಕನ್ ಅವರು ಹೇಳುತ್ತಾರೆ, ನನ್ನ ಮಗ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಹಾಗೂ ಬಲವನ್ನು ಬೇಕಾದವರಿಗೆ ಮಾರಿಕೊಳ್ಳಲಿ, ಆದರೆ ಹೃದಯ ಮತ್ತು ಆತ್ಮದ ಮೇಲೆ ಬೆಲೆ ಪಟ್ಟಿಯನ್ನು ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಅಂಟಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳಬೇಡ. ಹೋರಾಡುವ ಶಕ್ತಿ ದಕ್ಕಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವುದು ಹೀಗೆ. ಇವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಮನದಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವುದು ಅಗತ್ಯವಿದೆ. ಅವನ ಬುದ್ಧಿವಂತಿಕೆ ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯವನ್ನು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಮೌಲ್ಯ ಕೊಡುವವನಿಗೆ ಮೀಸಲಿಡಲು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಿ, ಆದರೆ ತನ್ನ ಆತ್ಮ ಮತ್ತು ಹೃದಯವನ್ನು ಹಣಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾರಿಕೊಳ್ಳದಿರಲು ಹೇಳಿರಿ. ಅವನು ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಸತ್ಯಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಿಂತು ಹೋರಾಟ ಮಾಡಲಿ. Treat him gently, but do not cuddle him, because only the test of fire makes fine steel. Abraham Lincoln wants the teacher to take care of his son tenderly, however not pamper him, because he has to be strong, courageous, patient and brave. By the test of fire makes fine steel, Abraham Lincoln wants the teacher to make his son strong like steel without spoiling him. We all know steel becomes strong only when it is put in fire and it becomes unbreakable. Strength to face life is the virtue that is emphasized here. Just like steel, he wants his son to be strong to face any difficulties in life. Let him have the courage to be impatient. Let him have the patience to be brave. So, Abraham Lincoln says that he wants his son to have confidence in himself so that he can automatically have trust in mankind. He says he should have the courage to be impatient and he should have the patience to be brave. Teach him always to have sublime faith in himself, because then he will have sublime faith in mankind. Abraham Lincoln wants his son's teacher to teach him to have faith in himself, because only when one has faith in oneself, one can have faith even in mankind. Sublime means inspiring or uplifting. Only when one has complete faith in oneself, one can learn to have faith in mankind also. The ultimate teaching that Abraham Lincoln recommends is to have complete faith in oneself. This is a big order, but see what you can. He is such a fine little fellow, my son. Here, Abraham Lincoln says that this is a big order. A big order, this refers to all the things mentioned by Abraham Lincoln to be taught to his son. So far, whatever you have learned. Why does Abraham Lincoln call it as a big order? A big order means that the teacher has a Herculean task or a very big task to complete if he has to do everything that Abraham Lincoln wants him to do. The task of teaching such values is too difficult for any teacher or school, and so Abraham Lincoln says that this is a big order. But he also says, but see what you can do. Try your best to teach my son all these values because he is such a fine little fellow, my son. So he says his son is a small fellow who will now learn all the things that he has to be to become a good human being in school in the hands of his teacher. ಅವನನ್ನು ಮೃದುವಾಗಿ ಉಪಚರಿಸಿ, ಆದರೆ ಅವನನ್ನು ಅತಿಯಾಗಿ ಮುದ್ದಾಡಬೇಡಿ, ಏಕೆಂದರೆ ಬೆಂಕಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸೋಕಿದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಉಕ್ಕು ಅಥವಾ ಕೆಬ್ಬಿಣ ಗಟ್ಟಿಗೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತದೆ. ಧೈರ್ಯ ಇರಲಿ, ಜಾಣತನದೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸಹನೆಯೂ ಬೆರೆತಿರಲಿ. ತನ್ನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಇರಲಿ. ಆಗ ಸಹಜವಾಗಿಯೇ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಕುಲವನ್ನೇ ಅವನು ನಂಬುತ್ತಾನೆ. ನಿರ್ಭೀತಿಯಿಂದ ವರ್ತಿಸುವ ಉತ್ಸುಕತೆ, ಧೈರ್ಯದಿಂದ ವರ್ತಿಸುವ ಸಹನೆ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಿ. ತನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಚಲ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಬೆಳೆಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವ ಮಹತ್ವ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಿ. ತನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಚಲ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಇದ್ದವ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಕುಲವನ್ನು ಮತ್ತು ಮನುಷ್ಯತ್ವವನ್ನು ನಂಬುವನು. ಇದು ತಮಗೆ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಆದೇಶ ಎನಿಸಬಹುದು. ತಮಗೆ ಆದಷ್ಟು ಅವನಿಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಹುಡುಗನನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಲು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನಿಸಿರಿ. ಅವನು ಒಬ್ಬ ಪುಟ್ಟ ಹುಡುಗ, ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಮಗು. ನನ್ನ ಮಗು ಒಬ್ಬ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯಾಗಲೆಂದು ತಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ವಿನಂತಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಚಿರಋಣಿಯಾಗಿರುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಕೊನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಬ್ರಹಾಂ ಲಿಂಕನ್ನರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಲು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಮೀರಿ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನಿಸಿರಿ. ಇದು ನನ್ನ ಆದೇಶ ಹಾಗೂ ನನ್ನ ವಿನಂತಿಯೂ ಕೂಡ ಹೌದು. ನನ್ನ ಮಗನು ಮುದ್ದಾದ ಪುಟ್ಟ ಹುಡುಗ, ತುಂಬಾ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯವನು ಕೂಡ. In this letter, Abraham Lincoln is believed to have written to his son's class teacher. In this letter, he emphasizes on the values that he would like his son to learn. He wants his son to learn that all men are not just, but he also wants his teacher to teach him that for every bad person, there is a good person available in the world. He further wants his son's teacher to teach him the value of labor and hard work, and he wants his son to learn that $1 earned is of higher value than $5 found without hard work. He wants his son to be away from jealousy and also learn the secret of quiet laughter. He wants his son to be taught that bullies are the easiest to please by saying yes to all their demands. He wants his son to be taught the wonder of books. He wants also that his son be taught the value of quiet time, during which he can ponder over the mysteries of nature and also learn that it is far more honorable to fail than to cheat. He wants his son to be taught to have faith in his own ideas and to be gentle with the gentle and tough with the tough. He wants the teacher to give his son the strength not to follow the crowd and to filter all that he hears with the filter of truth. He wants the teacher to teach his son that one can laugh when one is sad, yet that there is no shame in tears. He wants his son to be taught how to be wary of too much sweetness and keep cynical, negative people away. He further asks the teacher to teach his son to sell his skills and talents to the highest bidder but also ensure that he never trades his soul for a price tag. He wants his son to be taught to fight for what he thinks is right and be brave and to have faith in himself and others. He ends the letter with a gentle order that the above things be taught to his son, who is after all such a fine boy. ಈ ಇಡೀ ಪದ್ಯದ ಸಾರಾಂಶವನ್ನು ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಅಬ್ರಹಾಂ ಲಿಂಕನರು ಅವರ ಮಗನ ಗುರುವಿಗೆ ಈ ಪತ್ರದ ಮೂಲಕ ಅವನನ್ನು ಒಬ್ಬ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಮನುಷ್ಯನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಲು ವಿನಂತಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಹೇಳುತ್ತಾರೆ, ಈ ಜಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಶತ್ರುಗಳಿದ್ದಂತೆ ಮಿತ್ರರೂ ಇರುವರು. ಎಲ್ಲ ಮನುಷ್ಯರು ಯೋಗ್ಯರಲ್ಲ, ಸತ್ಯಸಂತರೂ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ಈ ಜಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿ ಪಟಂಗನಿಗೆ ಸಮನಾಗಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಸಭ್ಯ ಮನುಷ್ಯ, ಪ್ರತಿ ಕುಟೀಲ ದುಷ್ಟ ರಾಜಕಾರಣಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಮನಾಗಿ ನಿಷ್ಠಾವಂತ ಸಮರ್ಪಣ ಮನೋಭಾವನ ಉಳ್ಳ ರಾಜಕಾರಣಿಯೂ ಅಥವಾ ನಾಯಕನೂ ಕೂಡ ಇರುತ್ತಾನೆ. ಇದರ ತಿಳುವಳಿಕೆ ನನ್ನ ಮಗನಿಗೆ ಕೊಡಿ. ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಸಿಕ್ಕ 1 ರೂಪಾಯಿಗಿಂತ ದುಡಿದು ಗಳಿಸಿದ 10 ಪೈಸೆಯೂ ಮೌಲ್ಯ ಹೆಚ್ಚೆಂದು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಿ. ಆತ್ಮೀಯ ಗುರುಗಳೇ, ಸೋಲುವುದು, ಫೇಲಾಗುವುದು, ಮೋಸ ಮಾಡುವುದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮೇಲೆಂದು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಿ. ಸೋತಾಗ ಘನತೆಯಿಂದ ವರ್ತಿಸುವುದು ಹೇಗೆಂದು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಿ. ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ಗೆದ್ದಾಗ ಸಂತೋಷಿಸುವುದನ್ನು, ಸಭ್ಯನಾಗಿ ಉಳಿಯುವುದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಿ. ತನ್ನ ಸಹಪಾಠಿಗಳೊಡನೆ, ಜನರೊಡನೆ ಸಭ್ಯನಾಗಿ ಮೃದುವಾಗಿ ವರ್ತಿಸುವುದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಿ. ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ಕಠಿಣರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಕಠಿಣವಾಗಿ ವರ್ತಿಸುವುದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಿ. ಅಸೂಯೆ, ದ್ವೇಷದಿಂದ ದೂರವಿರುವುದು ಹೇಗೆಂದು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಿ. ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಮುಗುಳ್ನಗೆಯು ಮಹತ್ವದ್ದು, ಕಣ್ಣೀರು ಹಾಕುವುದು ಅವಮಾನವಲ್ಲವೆಂದು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಿ. ಸಾಧ್ಯವಾದರೆ ದುಃಖದಲ್ಲಿರುವಾಗ ನಗುವುದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಕಲಿಸಿಕೊಡಿ. ಸೋತಾಗ ಸಿಗುವ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಅವಕಾಶ, ಸೋಲಿನಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಪಾಠ, ಅಭ್ಯುದಯದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಿ. ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ಗೆದ್ದಾಗ ಉಂಟಾಗುವ ಖಾಲಿತನ, ಹತಾಶೆಯ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೂಡ. ಸೈನಿಕರನ್ನು ಅಲಕ್ಷಿಸುವುದನ್ನು, ಕಡೆಗಣಿಸುವುದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಿ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಾದರೆ ಮಗುವಿಗೆ ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳ ಅದ್ಭುತ ಲೋಕ ಪರಿಚಯಿಸಿರಿ. ಆದರೆ ಆಕಾಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾರುವ ಹಕ್ಕಿಯ ರಮ್ಯತೆಯ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಸೂರ್ಯನ ರಶ್ಮಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾರುವ ದುಂಬಿಗಳ ಝೇಂಕಾರದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಹಸಿರು ಬೆಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ನಗುವ ಹೂವಿನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಯೋಚಿಸುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಮಯ ಹೊಂದಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವುದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಿ. ಜಗತ್ತಿನ ಸಮಸ್ತರು ಟೀಕಿಸುವಾಗ ಅವನ ವಿಚಾರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಅಚಲ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಇಟ್ಟುಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂತೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸಿಕೊಡಿ. ಕುರಿಯಂತೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಿದ್ದನ್ನೇ ನನ್ನ ಮಗನು ಅನುಕರಿಸುವುದು ಬೇಡ. ಗುಂಪಿನಲ್ಲಿದ್ದರೂ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ, ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರವಾಗಿ ಯೋಚಿಸುವುದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಿ. ಆ ಶಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಅವನಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಿರಿ. ಎಲ್ಲರ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ, ಮಾತನ್ನು ತಾಳ್ಮೆಯಿಂದ ಕೇಳುವುದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಿ. ಆದರೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಸೋಸಿ ಬಸಿದು ಸತ್ಯವನ್ನು ಮತ್ತು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ಗ್ರಹಿಸುವುದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಿ. ಅವನ ಬುದ್ಧಿವಂತಿಕೆ, ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯವನ್ನು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಮೌಲ್ಯ ಕೊಡುವವನಿಗೆ ಮೀಸಲಿಡಿಸಲು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಿ. ಆದರೆ ತನ್ನ ಆತ್ಮ ಮತ್ತು ಹೃದಯವನ್ನು ಹಣಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾರಿಕೊಳ್ಳದಿರಲು ಹೇಳಿರಿ. ನಿರ್ಭೀತಿಯಿಂದ ವರ್ತಿಸುವ ಉತ್ಸುಕತೆ, ಧೈರ್ಯದಿಂದ ವರ್ತಿಸುವ ಸಹನೆ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಿ. ತನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಚಲ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಬೆಳೆಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವ ಮಹತ್ವ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಿ. ತನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಚಲ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಇದ್ದವ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಕುಲವನ್ನು ಮತ್ತು ಮನುಷ್ಯತ್ವವನ್ನು ನಂಬುವನು. ಪ್ರಿಯ ಗುರುಗಳೇ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಲು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಮೀರಿ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನಿಸಿರಿ. ಇದು ನನ್ನ ಆದೇಶ ಹಾಗೂ ನನ್ನ ವಿನಂತಿಯೂ ಕೂಡ ಹೌದು. ನನ್ನ ಮಗನು ಮುದ್ದಾದ ಪುಟ್ಟ ಹುಡುಗ, ತುಂಬಾ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯವನು ಕೂಡ. So children, with this your poem is completed. The question answers, exercises and the grammar part of this will be done in your next session. Hope you all have understood the poem. In case if you have any doubts or any queries, you can send it to my WhatsApp number I'll help you to get it clarified. Till then, have a nice day.